doing so good reading a poem, and then YouTube went and like crashed. Fucking semi. So I'm going to read this again. Again, I'm trying to read standing up so I can get a little more used to this posture so that I may attempt open mic nights and kind of already be used to this posture. I'm going to read something I named Neverednding Sipral. This is also from back in November. So here goes. Part of me, push and pull. You move, up and down. Can't tell which direction I'm going in. The world is tilting and shifting. I'm losing my way. My head is falling, body parts flailing. I can't grab a hold of my legs, my arms. I'm losing myself. I'm lost. I'm totally unknown. In a blank space, I land feet first. How did that happen? Now I'm here. My head, it's space, empty but so confused. So many stories, so many lies, so many assumptions. Did I lose myself or let myself go? I can't grab it. Not at the past, not at the current. I'm overwhelmed with the unknown. It started clear, even fun, manageable, but quickly I lost control. This fucking rabbit hole is too much and it's too far down. I avoid it. I thought I was running from it. But there it was. I may have jumped, but it's all muddled now. Maybe I just fell. The good, the bad, the ugly. What a beautiful, beautiful mess that I've created. I need to climb out. But my arms are broken. My legs, limp without weight. I just lay here, staring up. There they stand, my help, my support. But the words, the world, they're not who I know. Who are these people? No one is reaching down, no rope, but they are. They're screaming and shouting down to me to get up, telling me it's not that rough. You jumped in. They pushed me. They pushed me in. I'm broken and I'm bruised and need what they won't give me. It's just all too much. The earth tilted, it shifted, I'm uneven, no balance, can't stand. What will get me out of here? These merry-go-rounds of thoughts, I can't pinpoint one, so I'm running. Faster, faster. I have to get away. But how can I stand and run away to the right when I have no strength to get up and get better? I curl up here at the bottom of my rabbit hole. I tune out their shouts and screams. I cover my ears. I shut my eyes tight and I hide. I'm holding myself so tight. I turn into myself. Can't let anyone in. The tilting and shifting making me nauseous. But I hold myself tighter, squeeze myself tight and hard and never let go. It's just me in the dark against the world. So that is Neverednding Sipral. And I think for me, one of the most true, potent lines is that I was broken and bruised and I needed what they wouldn't give me. And I think with that, or I know, with that, what I'm feeling is that sometimes people don't get how hard the fall is when you fall in anxiety and depression, when you quote unquote relapse, or when you have this darkness that happens, or this fear that overcomes you. People think it's not that rough, you can do it, like, what, stop being a baby. But they don't understand. It takes you over from your head to your toes when you feel like you can't even stand because your legs have no capability of holding you up, both physically and literally, and then you're so lost in your own mind, whether it's depression or anxiety, paranoia, whatever it is, you're just, even low self-esteem, you are so locked in. And to hear someone say, just get up, just go to the store, go get your hair cut, go get a manicure, you'll feel better, or did you take your pills? You know what, I took my motherfucking pills and I'm still having anxiety attacks because that is my life and that is what happens. So I get so annoyed by people who refuse to educate themselves, people who refuse to make themselves aware, people who refuse to respect the disease that I have. It is not PMS. I am not just an emotional girl. I have severe anxiety and depression. This is a disease that needs to be medically controlled, therapeutically controlled, and that I have to learn to relive every day and handle every single situation completely differently than the way that I used to, because the way that I used to was self-destructive. And I can't be self-destructive. That's not healthy. And I wish that people, especially those that have someone in their life with mental illness, would just educate themselves. Calling someone crazy is, in my eyes, it's like using the N-word. It's like using the R-word. Like, you would never refer to somebody with using one of those words. And just for clarification's sake, the R-word is retarded. I mean, you're not going to call a child that, or even an adult that. I mean, you don't say that because they're degrading and they're rude and they're mean and they have this negative connotation about them. So when someone who doesn't know me or isn't joking with me and says, oh, you went crazy? I was like, fuck you. I didn't go crazy. I have anxiety and I have depression and it got bad. It's not like I had the flu. Like, this is forever. This is the rest of my life. This has been my life. And it's so taboo. Like, it's just, you want to avoid it. And you want to tell yourself that you're not depressed, that you don't have anxiety. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're upfront with yourself. Props to you. But who are you telling? Like, does your best friend know? Do your close-knit friends know? Does your spouse even know? Like, do your parents know? Are you upfront with this? Like, if you went to the doctor and the doctor said, I'm sorry, John Smith, but you have leukemia and you're going to have to be in the hospital and take medication and change the way you live your life, you're going to tell people because it is a disease that gets sympathy. It's a disease that almost gets respect. It's a disease that people want to help you with and that people can almost see. It's almost tangible. But if you were to go to the doctor and the doctor says, John Smith, you have bipolar, and I think that you should go to the hospital for a few days and you're going to be on medication and your life is going to change. So you go home and you don't tell anybody. Why not? Why don't you tell anybody? I mean, you can only advocate for yourself. I mean, granted, there's not a postcard for it. I'm sure there's one of those, like, silly e-cards out there that says something about it, like, don't mess with me, I'm bipolar today or something, but I also don't think that we need to make it a joke. I mean, it's serious shit is what it is. And I don't think that we should joke about it. I don't think that news reporters or people in general, because most people just suck anyway, but I don't think that it should be a lead-in to something. Like, there's a chase down Interstate 8, and the man is assumed to have killed 3 people, and we're being told that mental illness had a part to play in it. That's it? Mental illness? I have mental illness. I'm not going to do anything like that. I know several people with mental illness, and they would never do anything like that. Like, know what you're going to say. Don't just blanket people. You can't just put mental illness or crazy into a box and seal it up and tape it up and assume that everybody with mental illness is going to fit in that box. I guarantee you, at least one of the people in your circle of friends is crazy. And they are too afraid of you to open up to you. And that really sucks for you and for them. I'm just saying.